Like, Luka, look, you just standing there. Look, watch this again, Luka. He just went right by. Luka, what are you doing?
I'll say there was some effort on that one.
Finally! Luka, what are you doing? Get back in the play, Luka. Luka! You would hate me. Luka, come on, bro.
Trying to dive in, put some time in, yeah.
Bro, it's time to talk about Austin Reeves, bro. I promise you, I'm about to start putting this man in convos that some of y'all not ready for. Austin Reeves, not funny so far this NBA season. The buckets that he getting, the numbers he posting up, it's ridiculous, bro. I said this like last year, bro. Austin Reeves, third option, he better than some of your first options. Some of y'all sat there and thought I was tripping. Y'all thought I was lying, but no. We here, baby. We here.
You like, fuck these niggas, rather keep it to yourself.
It's every year. This is Austin Reeves. Every year. And I don't want to make videos like this. I don't.
Girl, I wish I
know I have to. I know I'm critical of Austin Reeves, but he wants $40 million, even $30 million. He wasn't even a $15 million player last night. Rui has been better in the 3 games Reeves has played than Austin Reeves. I'd rather give Rui $30 million than give Reeves this. You know, like, again, he's a Laker. I don't want to have to come on and criticize him and talk about how cheeks he is and all this stuff. I don't.
Let's go this one. Jamal Murray won a chip. Don't want to hear it. Oh, I'm assuming that was to your comment, Jason, about other guards that have struggled in the playoffs this year.
Yeah, I think that Denver Nuggets team wins the title if Austin Reeves from this year is healthy and in rhythm next to Jokic.
It's the ones that smoke blunts with ya, see your picture. Now they want to grab the guns and come and get ya.
No, from 2023.
Oh, from 2020. Okay, gotcha.
Not to say, like, guys, I do think Jamal Murray is proven to be a better playoff player than Austin. My point is the point I was trying to make is, like, as the league has gotten more physical and the best teams in the league have been so good on defense, skill guards all around the league are struggling. Like, Jalen Brunson is really the only dude who's, like, thriving as, like, a small, unathletic on-ball guard in this environment.
And Jalen Brunson is very, very physically strong. That certainly helps him in that type of situation.
They only here to cause confusion. If this was chess, we'd be yelling checkmate 3 years ago, because we've been beat these. It's not a game.
Come with me.
Please don't tell me that was you saying the 96 Sonics. This is what you got to realize, Judah. It's very easy to out-debate locker room. It's not very challenging whatsoever. The fact that you let locker room outwit you and out-debate you, it says a lot. We're not talking about a very high-level basketball mind, and you got outwitted by the locker room.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back, folks. We are back, folks. Y'all do me a favor and drop a like on the video, man. I need you guys to drop a like on the video. We got to get these likes up, ladies and gentlemen. We got some horrific news to report on, folks. We got some horrific news to report on, man. Oh, man, it's been an eventful day, folks. You know, obviously, you know, we've been kicking up some dust over on Twitter. You know, some people aren't liking, you know, what I'm talking about. But at the end of the day, you know, you Aston fanboys, you know, you've got nowhere else to hide. Okay? You've got nowhere else to hide. You can't run anymore. You know, you guys can't get away. You know, it's over for you guys, right? It's over. Now, I don't know if you guys have been keeping up with the San Antonio, Minnesota series, okay? I don't know if you guys have been keeping up, but I'm looking at the box score right now, and yeah, Minnesota is up 115 right now to 88, okay? So San Antonio, ladies and gentlemen, I believe, let me count this out. So they're up by 12 plus 15. So they're up 27 points right now. They're up 27 points right now on Minnesota. San Antonio is. So, ladies and gentlemen, what does this mean, right? How does this relate to the Lakers? folks, it is over, okay, for the Los Angeles Lakers if you people continue to try and build this team around two white boys. And that's what I said on Twitter, and that's what I've been saying, and that's what I'm going to continue to say, okay? Look at San Antonio and Minnesota. Minnesota's about to get clapped. They're about to get gentlemen swept. And they just clapped us. Do you guys know what the Spurs would have done to us had we would have played the Spurs? See, y'all keep focusing on OKC. What about the Spurs? We couldn't beat the Spurs or OKC with Luka and Aston. We couldn't beat either one of those teams. So I think enough's enough, right? And that's really what I want to talk to you guys about on today's show. I want to talk to you guys about the Spurs. You guys see our record against this team on the thumbnail, folks. The Lakers, I mean, we were 1-3 this year against the Spurs, and the one win we got was by one measly point. One measly point. And I believe Victor Wembanyama fouled out that game. And we barely beat them by one measly point. Folks, it's over. Okay? It's over. And the longer Laker fans continue to live in La La Land, the longer it's going to take for this team to get back to contending for championships, which I thought was the ultimate goal. So the longer Laker fans keep trolling, the longer it's going to be before they win a championship. It just is what it is. Shout out to We Messy TV. We got Johnny Rowe. What's going on, man? We got Constellar. We got Vince. What's going on, Constellar? We got Grizzed Beats. We got Johnny Road. He says OKC and San Antonio will make sure the Fakers don't sniff contention ever again in 10 years. We got Banco. He says Reggie got Twitter in a chokehold. Yeah, they've been on my head over there on Twitter, man. But like I said, I'm here to kick up dust. I'm not here to make friends. We got SP. He said Wolves some ass. No, the Wolves are not ass. They're actually a really good team. But San Antonio is just clearly on another level. With Wembanyama, folks, I told you guys this, and I'm about to get to this in a second. It's going to be my first point, actually. It's over with for Luka Doncic, and I've already said this, right? Shout out to Satro. We got Eric. He said, you would have to be an absolute fool to think these dudes are worthy of max contracts or in position to be the first and second option. We got Ty. What's going on, man? We got GTA Killer. He said, you said Bron head out to Minnesota. Goofy ass Randall gotta go. You say, bruh, some of these dudes are delusional. Two-way players are a must to win in the postseason. Exactly. We got Mr. Player Made. We got Rug Dogs. You said Lakers ain't doing nothing. Shout out to Ajmer. He said Luka's never getting past the second round again. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is what I want to focus on. The Wolves are now down 30, by the way. They're down 30 now, chat. So this series is over, and Minnesota is going home. They're headed to Cancun. Anthony Edwards, he's another one, He does a lot of woofing, on that basketball court. And yeah, you're going home too, buddy. So it won't be another Western Conference Finals appearance for Anthony Edwards. He's going to be headed home too. So, yeah, there's that. Now, let's get to what I said on Twitter. Once again, people are not liking what I'm saying on Twitter, which is perfectly fine with me, because most of these people are simply delusional fanboys anyway, right? There's actually a couple of fangirls too, that want, smoke with me, which is a little bit diabolical. But yeah, let's get into this tweet, folks. So this is about an hour ago. Now, about an hour ago, I was watching the game, and San Antonio had a 29-point lead, if I'm not mistaken, on Minnesota. They were up 29 at one point. Now, Minnesota, to their credit, in that second quarter, they were able to cut the lead and kind of make it a game going into halftime. And, I go back and check the score. Next thing you know, it's gotten out of hand again. And, the game's over. Okay? The game's over, folks. We got F.U. Mean in the chat. He said, first act of business, fire Pelinka or it's over. Exactly. You said T-Wolves and Nuggets are tier 2, Lakers are tier 3. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is what I said about an hour ago on Twitter, right? I said, do Laker fans see what the Spurs are doing to the Timberwolves right now? Question mark. Now, you guys got to remember, this is the same Timberwolves team that smacked the Lakers last season in 5 games. So think about that for a second. San Antonio is about to smack Minnesota in 5 games. And this is the same Minnesota team that smacked us last year in 5 games. So what you think they would do to us? They would have done the same thing OKC did to us. It would have been a sweep. You want to know why it would have been a sweep? Because we are nowhere close to being on their level. Why are we nowhere close to being on their level? Because the Fakers are the only team in the NBA that is trying to build their team around 2 unathletic white boys. And that's what I said in this tweet. I said, do you guys think you're going to build a team around 2 unathletic white boys and win? Is this what Faker fans think? Is this what Faker fans think? I'm asking. Faker fans, look at all the teams left in the playoffs. You have the Knicks, you have Cleveland, you have Detroit, you have Minnesota, and you have San Antonio. You tell me the team, Faker fans, that's building their team around 2 white boys. Oh, but Luka went to the finals 2 years ago. Oh, but he lost. Oh, but Aston was about to be an all-star. Oh, but he got outplayed by a bench player. Do you guys see how stupid you guys are? Trevor Lane and the Mayonnaise Media, do you people understand how stupid you are? Once again, Faker fans, you guys want to build a house on a foundation of white boys. You went from LeBron James and Anthony Davis as the pillars of your franchise. You went from LeBron James and AD as the foundation, and you built from there. You got your Rondos, and you got your KCPs, and you got your Danny Greens, and your Avery Bradleys, and your JaVale McGee's, and your Dwight Howard. But the pillars, the foundation that the house was built on, was your 2 max players, LeBron James and Anthony Davis. Your 2 number 1 overall picks. Now you're telling me that you're planning to build a team around 2 white boys, and you think you're going to be successful. You want to know you want to know what's so funny about this whole situation, ladies and gentlemen? The Dallas Mavericks, they were willing to admit that they messed up in that trade. They admitted it. You want to know how they admitted it? Because they traded Anthony Davis. They traded Anthony Davis. They're like, you know what? He's always hurt. We already got Cooper Flag. You know what? Let's just trade him and build around Cooper Flag. Anthony Davis wasn't in Dallas for a year before he got traded. Why won't the Lakers admit that they made a mistake by trading for Luka? Why won't they admit the same thing that Dallas admitted? They admitted they made the mistake and they traded Anthony Davis. They said, you know what? Nah, man, he can't stay healthy. Let's go ahead and get out of this Anthony Davis business now and let's build around Cooper Flag, our future. They've already admitted that they made a mistake by doing the trade for Anthony Davis. But the Lakers don't want to admit it. They don't want to admit it. So now, because they want to be stubborn and they don't want to admit that they messed up by even making this trade to begin with, and I told y'all should have never traded for that white boy to begin with. Now, if you were going to trade Anthony Davis, okay, that's a conversation that I would have entertained depending on what player you were going to trade him for. Now, AD's a champion, so I'm not going to accept anything less than a champion for Anthony Davis. So that means there's only a couple of guys I would have been okay with trading AD for. That would have been Nikola Jokic. Okay, I'd be interested in that conversation. I wouldn't just be, gung-ho to get off of AD, but I would entertain the conversation. Steph Curry, I would entertain the conversation. Giannis Antetokounmpo, I'm definitely going to entertain that conversation. Why? These guys are proven champions. I'm not trading you a champion for a non-champion. That don't make no sense. This is what the Lakers did, though. They traded an NBA champion for a nigga that ain't won nothing. But your expectation is to win? How does this make any sense? Laker fans, explain this to me. If your expectation is to win, why would you trade a champion for a non-champion? How does this make any sense? It doesn't make sense. It's never made sense. And that's why it's not working. Luka's now missed more playoff games, and shout out to Kendrick Perkins because he brought this up. I didn't even know this until I looked it up. Kendrick Perkins went viral yesterday on Twitter for stating the facts. He said Luka is approaching Joel Embiid territory when it comes to, his injury history. Folks, I went and looked it up. Do you guys know Joel Embiid has missed 11 playoff games in his career? Joel Embiid. He's missed 11 playoff games in his career. Luka's missed 13. This is what Kendrick Perkins said.
It's easy, Shay. It's a no-brainer. Doing right by LeBron James. And here's why. Because when it matters the most, when it's time for those 16 games, the playoffs that I'm talking about, you best to believe that LeBron James is going to be available. You best to believe that LeBron James is going to be healthy. I can't say the same thing about Luka Doncic. Luka Doncic, for the last 3 years, it's been something come postseason time. Whether it's been out of shape or him dealing with some type of injuries, and majority of the time it comes to soft tissue injuries. So if you're the Lakers, you have a concern there. Because when you could get through the regular season, and Luka is a fantastic talent. We're not going to take that away from him. One of the best scorers that this game has ever seen. But when it comes to being reliable, Luka is starting to get in that territory of Joel Embiid. When you need him the most, and it comes postseason time, he's not available. And if he is available, he's never close to 70% because he's always dealing with injuries. We don't have them worries with a senior citizen in LeBron James. He's available. So if you're the Lakers, you definitely want to try to do right by LeBron James and say, you know what? We need you. Because what happened this postseason? It was LeBron James' team once again. He was the one leading the charge at 41 years old. Luka wasn't available because of another soft tissue injury. So now it comes down to trust. Can you trust that Luka is going to be there when it matters the most? And over the last 3 years, the answer to that is hell no. But I know damn well.
Ladies and gentlemen, you guys just heard Kendrick Perkins, folks. Kendrick Perkins was absolutely right. Laker fans don't want to acknowledge this, folks. Kendrick Perkins didn't tell a lie. He's absolutely right. Luka is in Joel Embiid territory when it comes to not being healthy and available for his team in the playoffs. He's missed more. Luka this year missed 10 playoff games for the Lakers. We played 6 playoff games versus Houston, and we played 4 playoff games versus OKC. He missed 10 playoff games this year for the Lakers. We got Tal Assassin. You said an owner admitting he messed up. I've never seen ever. We got this clown Skino. You said Luka won't even play the postseason, and you got rid of AD, went from AD, Bron, and Reeves to just Bron and Reeves. This is the stupidity of the Los Angeles Fakers. All they've done the last year and a half since the Luka trade is waste our time. All you had to do was go get Anthony Davis a center, and we could have been competing for championships. With LeBron and Anthony Davis, we still would have had Max Christie. We still would have had Dorian Finney-Smith. But no, you blow up the team. You trade our NBA champion for a white boy when everybody knows white men can't jump. And now guess what? Victor Wembanyama has now arrived. So now it's really over. Now it's really over, right? Because the team that the Spurs have built, we got to give them their credit for the team that they've built. We have to give the Spurs their credit. That is how you build a team. It's very simple. Minimal white boys. They're up 33 right now on Minnesota right now. Yeah. No white boys in their starting lineup. It's not complicated. It's very simple. It's not complicated. It's simple. I got sexy ladies, a whole bench full. And to them hoes, I'm everything but gentle, but I still take my time. It's not complicated. It's simple. Folks, the Lakers, like I said, won't be going anywhere. You guys remember when De'Aaron Fox put Austin Reeves in a blender? Had the boy tripping over his own feet? Do you guys remember this play? This is De'Aaron Fox. Simple spin move. Folks, there's a talent gap here. Austin's undrafted for a reason. There's a reason he went undrafted. There's a talent gap. Y'all keep wanting to gas up these mediocre numbers that he put up against the Utah Jazz. That's what they're doing. Oh, but he put up 25, 5 and 5 on elite efficiency in the regular season. Yeah, against the Jazz. Against the Pelicans. Did y'all see our schedule to start the year? We played the Kings 4 times, we played the Jazz 10 times, and we played the Pelicans 12 times. I mean, it was one point in the season, we played the Jazz like 3 times in a row, damn near. I remember saying it to myself. I'm like, bro, how many times are we going to play the damn Utah Jazz, man? I was getting tired. It was like, yo, how many times are we going to play the Jazz? Let's go back to the Lakers season. Let's go back to the Lakers season. Let me show you guys this. Let's go back to the start of the season. We got Not a Burner on Twitter. You said Reeves and Luka's defense made this Timberwolves team look like a super team. Exactly. They do this with everybody. Reeves is the only reason the Joker has a championship. They made the Joker and them look like world beaters, which they eventually became world beaters thanks to Reeves, D'Lo, and Schroeder and Darvin Ham. They made the Timberwolves look like world beaters, Luka and Reeves. And then who else? Oh yeah, OKC. They clapped us too. Shout out to Chairman Mo with the $5 super chat.
You bitch ass LeBron James fans.
He said the Lakers are playing penalty kill basketball 24/7 due to Luka and Aston's bad defense, their inability to play off ball, lack of handles, and foul baiting. Exactly. Shout out to Chairman Mo. Now, let's get to the beginning of the season, right? Look at this, chat. So, game 1, we get clapped by the Warriors, and they didn't even make the playoffs, right? Timberwolves, we beat them, but I don't think they had Anthony Edwards that game. We beat the worst team in the league, Sacramento. That was the game Aston foul baited all night for his 50 points. Then we played the pathetic Portland Trailblazers. We played Minnesota again, and then we played the damn Grizzlies. And that was to close out October. Then to start November, we played the Heat. Is the Heat world beaters, chat? No, they're not world beaters. Did they even make the playoffs? No, they didn't. Didn't even make the playoffs. Then we beat up on the Trailblazers. Okay. Barely beat the Spurs. Got clapped by the Hawks. Beat the sorry-ass Hornets. Obviously got clapped by the Thunder. And then we played the Pelicans. They suck. Then we played the Bucks. They suck this year. Then we played, look, you playing the Jazz twice, right? I mean, okay. Why are we playing the Jazz back-to-back in November? I don't get that, but okay. Played the Clippers. They suck. Didn't even make the playoffs. Mavericks didn't make the playoffs. And then you played the Pelicans. Didn't even make the playoffs. So because Aston had a good start to the season against mostly bottom feeder competition, you guys started to put him in conversations that he just simply did not belong in.
Bro, it's time to talk about Austin Reeves, bro. I promise you, I'm about to start putting this man in convos that some of y'all not ready for. Austin easily top 20 so far this NBA season. Them buckets that he getting, the numbers he posting up, it's ridiculous, bro. I said this like last year, bro. Austin Reeves, third option. He better than some of your first options. Some of y'all sat there and thought I was tripping. Y'all thought I was lying, but no! We here, baby! We here!
I wanna get back every day, cause it means so much to me.
Shut your bitch ass up!
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what you clowns did. You guys just saw the clown. Aston had a good game versus Sacramento, and you got this lard back, pork chop eating, right? Fried chicken guzzling, bacon fat grease sweating, legend of Wendy's up on his channel, you know, looking like a pig, right? Gossiping about Aston. This is what transpired this season. It was a complete clown show. It was a complete clown show. This dude literally sweats bacon grease. Seriously, when he sweats, it's bacon grease. And this is who you guys listen to for your NBA takes. Make it make sense.
Bro, it's time to talk about Austin Reeves, bro. I promise you, I'm about to start putting this man in convos that some of y'all not ready for. Austin easily top 20 so far this NBA season. Them buckets that he getting, the numbers he posting up, it's ridiculous, bro. I said this like last year, bro. Austin Reeves, third option. He better than some of your first options. Some of y'all sat there and thought I was tripping. Y'all thought I was lying, but no! We here, baby! We here!
Austin Reeves, foul baiter.
This is where you guys get your takes from. This is where you guys get your Laker takes from. Fried chicken eating, watermelon guzzling, bacon lard fat grease sweating, legend of Wendy's. Incredible stuff, folks. Incredible stuff. What they say on 8 Mile? I bet if I kick you in your stomach, pork chops will fall out your ass crack. He said, I bet if I kick you in your stomach, pork chops will fall out your ass. Oh my God.
I do got a dumb friend named Cheddar Bob who shoots himself in his leg with his own gun. I did get jumped by all 6 of you chumps. I do got a dumb friend named Cheddar Bob who shoots himself in his leg with his own gun. I did get jumped by all 6 of you chumps.
Austin Reeves. Foul baiter.
I do got a dumb friend named Cheddar Bob who shoots himself in his leg with his own gun. I did get jumped by all 6 of you.
Folks, 8 Mile, man, that's a legendary movie, man. Buddy said on 8 Mile, he said, yo, I bet if I kick you in your stomach, pork chops will fall out your ass crack. That's funny, man. He said pork chops will fall out your ass crack. That's funny. It's good stuff right here, folks. Seriously, it's good stuff. Like I said, you know, somebody asked me a while ago, they're like, yo, who do you like on YouTube? I'm going to be honest, chat. In this sector, nobody. Nobody. They're all clowns, man. Honestly, they are. They're all clowns. They are. They're all clowns, chat.
Let's go this one. Jamal Murray won a chip. Don't want to hear it. Oh, I'm assuming that was to your comment, Jason, about other guards that have struggled in the playoffs this year.
Yeah, I think that Denver Nuggets team wins the title if Austin Reeves from this year is healthy and in rhythm next to Jokic.
Think this year's Denver Nuggets?
No, from 2023.
Oh, from 2020. Okay, gotcha.
Not to say, like, guys, I do think Jamal Murray is proven to be a better playoff player than Austin. My point is the point I was trying to make is, like, as the league has gotten more physical and the best teams in the league have been so good on defense, skill guards all around the league are struggling. Like, Jalen Brunson is really the only dude who's, like, thriving as, like, a small, unathletic on-ball guard in this environment.
And Jalen Brunson is very, very physically strong. That certainly helps him in that type of situation.
Good point.
I gave my best. It wasn't enough.
Folks, did the Spurs put Minnesota out of their misery yet? Are they done? Okay, so the Spurs put Minnesota out of their misery. Okay, good. So the Spurs, listen, they're going to move on. In Minnesota, their season is over. All right, Minnesota got clapped in 6. Okay. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's look at Minnesota's roster real quick, okay? Now, let's look at their starting lineup. Phone lines are open too, by the way. Now, you had Champagnie. He had 18 tonight. Wemby, 19. Only took 11 shots. De'Aaron Fox, 21 on only 10 shots. 3 of 3 from the three-point line. Fantastic game from De'Aaron Fox. Devin Vassell, 11 points. And then Stephon Castle, he had 32 points tonight. 11 of 16 from the field. 5 of 7 from the three-point line. Everybody's efficient. Everybody can guard. Everybody plays both ways. And the most important thing, ladies and gentlemen, everybody's black. That's the most important thing. Everybody's black. Okay? Now, like I said, because I know you guys are going to point to OKC, they do have white boys. But here's the caveat. Their white boys in their starting lineup are over 7 feet. We have to look at history, right? Dirk Nowitzki, 7-footer. Nikola Jokic, 7-footer. Isaiah and Chet, 7-footers, right? So if you're white and you're under 7 feet, it's fries, gang. You got to come off the bench. You're a role player. I don't make the rules, chat. If you're white and you're under 7 feet, you can't be in the starting lineup. Put the fries in the bag. Go sit down there with Bronny and keep the seats warm. Realistically. That's what Austin should be doing on this roster. He should be down at the end of the bench with Bronny, keeping LeBron James's seat warm. When LeBron goes to the bench, he needs to get up, Let LeBron sit down. If LeBron needs a towel, you need to assist him. If LeBron needs a Gatorade, you need to assist him. If LeBron needs ice, if he needs his knees wrapped, you need to be the one assisting him. That's his problem. Y'all think he's some sort of a star when he really is a bench warmer on a team that's trying to compete. Now, if you're not interested in competing, Faker fans, okay, keep parading Aston around. I told you guys, he's like Bubbles, Michael Jackson's pet monkey. That's what Aston is. He's a monkey. No matter how cute you dress him up, right? You can sit him at the table. That's what Michael Jackson would do. He would sit Bubbles at the table. He'd put on an outfit for Bubbles. You know, he'd feed him, he'd bathe him, he'd clothe him. At the end of the day, no matter what you say, no matter how much you want to make him a part of the family, at the end of the day, Bubbles is still a monkey. And that's what Aston is. He will always and forever be Bubbles, a monkey. He never belongs. He never belonged. You guys know that. De'Aaron Fox showed you guys that when we played the Spurs back in December before Aston faked an injury. He showed you he doesn't belong on the same floor with him. You guys remember what De'Aaron Fox did to that boy? Do I need to go back to that game back in December before Aston faked that injury? Okay, let's go back to that Spurs game when we played the Spurs. Let me refresh you guys' memory. Let's go back to December. And remember, that was a cup game. So let's go back. December the 10th. We got clapped by the San Antonio Spurs. Let me show you guys what Aston did in that game. Let me show you guys what Aston did. So once again, this is December the 10th. Lakers got clapped by 13 by the Spurs. Now, Aston, he put up 15 points in nearly 40 minutes. Right? Absolute dog shit. I mean, Jared McCain could put up... I mean, seriously, if we gave Jared McCain 40 minutes, Jared McCain probably put up 25. The way he can shoot the ball. Yeah, Jared McCain. The bisexual nigga that be TikToking on OKC. Remember, Chad? He came in off the bench and killed us. Yeah, if we gave him 40 minutes a night, he'd probably average like 20 points a game. Easily. He would be doing exactly what Austin would be doing on better efficiency from the floor and from the field. Easily. But Aston, 40 points not 40 points. What am I saying? 40 minutes, right? 40 minutes that night. 15 points, 6 of 16 from the field. So Russell Westbrook, production from Aston that night. Those are Russell Westbrook numbers. 6 for 16. That's a Russell Westbrook night. 2 for 6 from a 3-point line. Let's look at his plus minus. -5 for the game. And his matchup, which was Stephon Castle. Here's the kicker, folks. Stephon Castle in that game, his matchup gave him 30. So once again, he scores 15, right? This is what he does against good teams. He scores 15 and then gives up 30. He gave up 30 to his matchup. His matchup scored 30. Stephon Castle. Look at Stephon Castle. 10 for 14, 3 of 6 from a 3-point line. Absolutely whooped that white boy's ass. Whooped that cracker's ass. I know, right? It's hurtful. I know. I know, man. I know if you're white and you're an Aston fan and you're listening to this right now, I know, man, this is going to sound hurtful. This is going to be very harsh. But we have to be this way because if we don't be this way, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to continue to get our asses kicked every single year. And I don't have time to keep playing games with you guys. I'm a LeBron fan, okay?
LeBron fans.
I'm a LeBron guy. So I don't have time to play games with Laker fans. I'm on borrowed time. I'm a LeBron fan. We only have so many years left. So we can't waste our precious time and our precious career any further with bums. So don't come get mad at me, because guess what? Y'all ain't getting mad at Aston. He's the one out there getting his ass beat. He's the one out there looking frail and weak because he's not working out and he's not getting stronger and he's not improving his game. All he seems to want to do is play golf all day. So don't come get mad at me. He's the one that got outplayed by a bench player, AJ Mitchell. Phone lines are open. I know, chat. It hurts. It does, because you guys believe in white boys. And I get it. You know, just like in the WNBA, you guys are desperate for a white savior. I understand it. But what you guys have to understand is that you cannot manufacture a superstar. It's not going to work. And that's what you guys are doing with Luka and with Aston. You're trying to manufacture a superstar. You're trying to talk your way into these guys being superstars. No, you have to go on the court and prove you're a superstar. You have to prove you're a superstar. Look at what Victor Wembanyama did tonight. Look at what Victor Wembanyama has been proving in his first playoff run. He is proving on the floor that he is a superstar. We don't have to say it for him. He's proving it. What Laker fans want to do is they want to try to tell us that Reeves is a superstar, but our eyes are showing us he's a bum. That's the problem here. You have the mayonnaise media and these people running around doing live streams and you know, they're sending super chats about Aston every show, and we're not buying it over here. Unfortunately, we're not buying it over here. Jovan Booty, I'm sorry, chat. Jovan Booty can't talk Aston into being a superstar. It's not going to work. Nick Wright, Naked Mo Wright, he looks like a rat. He's not going to talk Aston or Puka into being a superstar. Neither is Trevor Lane. Neither is Jason Simp. Neither is Colin Clown Nerd. Neither is Brian Windhorse. Neither is Ramona Shelburne. Neither is Tim McMahon. None of you guys are going to talk Luka and Aston into being superstars. They have to go prove it. And what they're proving is they're the most overrated duo we have in the NBA. That's what they're proving. They want us to believe that these guys are good. But when we tune into the games, we're watching our supposed second best player get cooked by a bench player. And now we're in phase 3 of the Aston Reeves cycle. Phase 1, decent regular season. Does this every single year. Phase 2, he gets his cheeks clapped in the playoffs. That's phase 2. Then you get to phase 3, his fanboys blame everybody else all off season. And that's all Reeves fans are going to do this entire off season. They're going to blame everybody else for him being a fucking bum. We got Booze the Ghost. He says, racist retard on the mic. Once again, Booze the Ghost. I'm not racist, dude. Okay, I love sticking BBC off into Snow Bunny pussy, so I can't be a racist, right? Can't be a racist. Okay, that's number 1. Number 2, all right? It's not racism, it's reality. I keep having to explain to you clowns this, right? See, you're not making an argument for Aston. You want to know why? Because there isn't an argument to be made. Because if there was, your bitch ass would have hit that link. But you didn't. So you resorted to racist remarks for a guy who loves sticking BBC off into Snow Bunny pussy. So, once again, dude, tap the link, stop being a clown, all right? And let's talk basketball. We don't got to make this a race thing, dude. We can simply just talk basketball. It ain't about race. Over the last 40 years, since Larry Bird led his team to a title, there's been 2 white boys to lead their team to a championship in 40 years. Dirk Nowitzki and Nikola Jokic. So you do the math. 2 out of the last 40 years. Chat, what is the percentage on that? What's the percentage of 2 out of 40, chat? Let me see. 2 of 40 in percent. 2 of 40 in percentage. Let's see. The answer is 5%. So those are your chances of winning a championship with Luka and Aston. 5% chance. Okay? So basically you're not winning. And that's over the course of 40 years. Right? So over the last 40 years, if you have a white boy on your roster, you have a 5% chance of winning a title with him. And that's over the last 40 years. So you guys do the math, man. Seriously, you do the math. What do you guys genuinely believe your chances are of winning with 2 unathletic, frail, weak white boys? Don't come get mad at me. Because all I've done is present you with the facts. Don't get mad at me. All the other finals MVPs in the last 40 years, outside of those 2, Dirk and Nikola Jokic, were what? They were black. So we're already playing at a deficit. And now you guys see why the spreads were the way they were. Did you guys see the spreads when we played OKC? Let me show you guys the spreads, man. Let's go back to those games when we played OKC. Right? Let's go back to what game was this? Game 3? Or game 2? Okay, this is game 2. So let's just see what the spread was in this game. Look at this, chat. This is what you're up against when you have white boys as the face of your team. You're playing from a deficit. Look at the odds. Look at the odds, chat. Vegas spotted us damn near 16 points, and we still didn't cover the spread. Why? Because when you have white boys as the face of your team, you're essentially playing at a deficit. There's a common denominator in the Lakers' last 4 postseason runs. You want to know what that common denominator is, folks? Aston. He's the common denominator. It's very simple. If Aston's on the floor getting significant minutes, your team is going to lose. It's that simple. Y'all keep parading this clown around like he's an NBA player. He's undrafted. If it weren't for LeBron James and Anthony Davis vouching for him, he would be doing DoorDash. Did you hear him when the Lakers got clapped? What did he say? He says, I owe a lot of my career to LeBron James. No, you're wrong. You owe your whole career to LeBron James. If you don't believe me, go look it up. They were about to make this bum a 2-way player. It was LeBron and AD, and I resent them for doing this, but they did it, so it is what it is. It was LeBron and AD that went up to Rob Pelinka and management and said, no, we want him to make our roster. We want him to be a part of our 15-man roster. So he went from about to be a 2-way player to now he was on the roster. So if AD and LeBron never would have vouched for him, he probably never even becomes an NBA player. I told y'all that. I said, after this series is over with versus OKC, we're going to start to have questions of, is this dude even an NBA player? Think about it for a second. He's played with LeBron James, the GOAT, Anthony Davis, top 75 player, and now with Luka. Let's just say those guys weren't on this team and there was nobody to vouch for him. Would he even have made the roster? He was Bronny before Bronny. If Bronny didn't have his daddy to vouch for him, does Bronny make an NBA team? Probably not. It's the same thing with Aston. How many guys have came and went and we don't see them anymore? Whatever happened to Mo Bamba? He was a Laker. You guys remember Mo Bamba? What happened to Mo Bamba? Out the league. Lonnie Walker. What happened to Lonnie Walker? Out the league. Wenyen Gabriel. Out the league. Juan Toscano Anderson. Out the league. Patrick Beverly. Out the league. How many players have came and went from the Lakers? Malik Beasley. Out the league. How many players have came to the Lakers? They had nobody to vouch for them, and now they're out the league. So when I say, are we sure he's even an NBA player, you guys think I'm trolling or trying to be funny. No. There has been so many players that have came to this team that they didn't have nobody to vouch for them, and they had to play. See, he gets to hide. He gets to hide behind LeBron. He gets to hide behind AD. He gets to hide behind Luka. Lonnie Walker couldn't hide. You guys remember Damian Jones? The big 7-footer from Sacramento? Whatever happened to Damian Jones? He's out the league. Juan Toscano Anderson, he's out the league. Wenyen Gabriel, out the league. Lonnie Walker, out the league. Nobody vouched for them. And now they're out the league. They're not even NBA players anymore. So like I said, are we even sure? Y'all talking about paying him 30 to 40 million. That's absurd. Are we even sure he belongs in the league? Are we sure? Niggas talking about he carrying the team. How are you carrying a team with the GOAT on it? How? How is that possible? How are you carrying a team with LeBron and Luka? Or LeBron and AD? You're the one getting carried. We know we can win without Austin. Are we sure Austin can win without LeBron, Luka, and LeBron and AD? No, because we never saw it. He's been getting carried his whole career, and niggas want to act like now he's some superstar. And you want to know what the craziest part about all of this is, chat? Here's the craziest part about all of this. A couple of years ago, Laker fans said don't trade him because of his value. They said we can't trade him because what he's giving us, he's outplaying his contract. This is what they said a few years ago. They said we can't trade him because he's giving us value for the contract that he's on. Well, now he wants big bucks. And now Laker fans are saying to pay him the big bucks. But we have to be honest here. Is he even worth the money that we're giving him now? I would say no. I don't believe he's worth $15 million. I don't believe he's worth $15 million. And that's what we're paying him now. Y'all talking about doubling it and going to 30. That's absurd. That's diabolically insane. How can you double his money when the results are the same every single year? Sweep, gentleman sweep, gentleman sweep, sweep. What has he done to earn double the money? What has he done but get clapped every single year? This is his record in the last 19 games in the playoffs. What has he done to earn double the amount of money? Never been an all-star. Never made All-NBA. Never been player of the month. Never been player of the week. Never done nothing. But y'all talking about paying him double of what he's making now. This don't even make any sense. But all year y'all were talking about lowballing LeBron. And LeBron needs to take a pay cut. Yeah. Sure. We got Chairman Mo. Shout out to Chairman Mo. Came through with the $5 super chat. Appreciate you, man.
Austin Reeves. Foul baiter.
That's Dylan Brooks, by the way, calling Aston a foul baiter. For those of you guys who don't know who that is. We got Chairman Mo. He said the Lakers have turned into the Toronto Maple Leafs of the NBA. Coast on legacy, can't draft and team build, make money off dumb fan base, and get clapped. We got the Tethernator. I'll be black. He says 5%. That's way higher than I expected. Phone lines are open, folks. I'm still waiting for somebody to explain to me what has Austin done to even deserve a $1 pay raise. Seriously, what has he even done? I mean, you have people working jobs right now struggling to get, you know, a $2, $3, $4, $5 pay raise. And you're telling me you're going to double his salary for losing? Aston gets his salary doubled for losing. Okay. Yeah, this makes a lot of sense, man. Now, let me ask you guys a question. D'Lo 3 years ago, right? He was up for a contract. Remember, when we traded back for D'Lo in 2023, D'Lo was about to be a free agent that summer. The year we made it to the conference finals, D'Lo was a free agent that year. He played bad in the playoffs, and the Lakers did what? They offered him 2 years, and I believe 34, 35, 36 million, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, let's pull up that contract that the Lakers signed D'Lo to. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, chat. Because I want somebody to explain this to me. I want somebody to explain this contract, this to me. Give me 1 second, chat. So back in 2020, exactly, back in 2023, when we got to the conference finals, D'Lo stunk it up in the playoffs. He was a free agent that year, and he was the same age that Aston is right now, 27. The Lakers signed him to 2 years, $36 million. That's what, $18 million a season. And that was a decrease from what he was making in Brooklyn. Because he signed a max deal in Brooklyn and he was making annually $30 million a season. So after that, he was up for another contract and he took a pay cut from $30 million a season to 18, which is fair, right? Because you didn't outperform yourself in the playoffs to deserve a raise. You played bad, so they decreased your salary. That makes sense, right, chat? So how can Aston and his fanboys tell us that he's worth a pay raise? And we got swept. And you played like trash. How? How does this make any sense? Explain this to me. And I don't care about the fake numbers either, because I know that's where y'all going to go. Oh, but he averaged this. I don't care about that. We lost. I don't care about them fake ass stats and them fake ass numbers that he was putting up. Yeah, okay, he averaged 20 and gave up 35 on defense. I don't care about them fake ass numbers. This is the result. 1-5. So once again, the phone lines are open. I'm waiting for somebody. I've been asking this question for months now. How does he deserve a pay raise? He's making $15 million now. I want a decrease on that. He got to come down from $15 million. I'm sorry, he got to come down. Y'all niggas is tripping. He got to come down from $15 million. No, I'm not. No, there's no way. You got to take a pay cut. You got to take a pay cut or walk. Go get paid by Chicago then. Go to Chicago. I don't even think they want you. Niggas talking about Chicago and Brooklyn got room. I don't even think they gonna want him. But if, like I said, even if they did, take your ass over there then. Go to Chicago. Take your ass to Brooklyn then. This clown said you played OKC without your best player. All the attention was on him and Bron. So what do you think's going to happen when LeBron leaves or retires? It's going to be on who? Luka and Aston, right? Exactly. So what are you talking about? So what? You're like, what is all the attention being on him have to do with anything? He's the one turning down $90 million. So you turned down $90 million, but you're afraid of attention being on you? And you're playing bad because there's attention on you? You're the one turning down money like you're a fucking superstar. Chat, all they do is make excuses for the clown. Oh, but he had all the attention on him. Yeah, that's how this works. like, what are we talking about? That's how this works, dude. Yeah, there's going to be attention on you when you're dominating the basketball, right? Like, if you don't want the attention, then get off the ball. Then play off ball then. Go stand in the corner and be a spot-up shooter. No, you want the ball in your hand every possession so you can call for a screen from DeAndre Ayton. But now you're complaining that there's attention on you? Wow, these people have so many excuses for this dude playing like dog shit. It's actually fascinating. It's actually fascinating the amount of excuses you clowns can come up with. It's actually fascinating. Wasn't OKC missing Jalen Williams? So I don't want to hear no excuses. SGA can say the same thing. Oh, well, I didn't have Jalen Williams, so all they did was just focus on me. He still got the job done. Y'all continue to make excuses for losers. But you played your best player. You played OKC without your best player, and all the attention was on him and your blood. That's all Laker fans do, chat. Make excuses for losing players. But at least he scored 25. Oh, but we lost. Nobody cares. But Yuga got to the finals in 2024. Oh yeah, but he lost in 5 games. All they do is make excuses for losing players. We used to celebrate winners. We used to give credit to the winners, you know? Now, this generation, they make excuses for losing players. Incredible stuff, folks. This is good stuff, man. This is good stuff. Always have an excuse for when this nigga gets his ass beat. You know, I mean, think about it like this, chat. If you've been getting your ass beat for 4 straight years, right? Got his ass beat in 2023, got his ass beat in 2024, got his ass beat in 2025, got his ass beat in 2026, right? If you've been losing fights for 4 straight years, at some point, a logical person would say, you know what, dude? You just can't fight. You just can't fight. That's what a logical person would say. You've been getting your ass whooped for 4 straight years. You know what, dude? You just can't fight. Right? No. Laker fan, but no. He lost the fight because he slipped. That's why he lost. But he still hit him though. But he still got some punches in. No, but he lost the fight. He lost. I mean, what are we talking about? He lost. We don't care because he scored some points. We don't care because he had some assists. We don't care. He lost. The objective is to win the game. We don't care because you scored some points. You lost. Those points didn't contribute to you winning anything. You lost. But, no, there's no buts. He lost. That's it. End of story. Let's move on. No, there's always a but. There's always an excuse. There's always, oh, but he scored 20. Oh, but he did this. Oh, but he did that. But he lost. Oh, wow, he scored 20 but gave up 35 on defense. Oh, wow, he's still a net negative. He's still a negative 15. Yeah, he scored 20 but gave up 35. Minus 15. You're still a net negative. So your points don't matter. We don't care. We don't care. This is why the Lakers keep losing, because y'all keep pandering to losers. Who, since when as a fan base, I want to figure this out, chat. Is it because I feel like this only started when LeBron got here. Because I don't remember before LeBron, Laker fans pandering to losers. But that's what it feels like to me. It feels like ever since LeBron came, now people want to make excuses for losers because that means LeBron can't win. I don't remember pre-LeBron, niggas were pandering and just so gung-ho to keep losers on the team. Now all of a sudden, everybody and their mom wants to keep a loser. I mean, it makes no sense to me. When I was growing up, we never even had conversations about role players. My era, my generation, when we were in high school talking basketball, talking sports, on the phone with the homies talking sports, we never talked about role players. Ever. 15 years ago, we were arguing, yo, is LeBron better than Kobe? That's what we would always be talking about. Man, but you know, KD, he cold too. These are the conversations we was having in 2009 and 2010. We were talking about superstars. Nobody was ever arguing about keeping Delonte West or keeping Mo Williams or keeping Zydrunas Ilgauskas. We never even cared about those type of players. We didn't care if they came or went. In this generation, I have to literally do shows for months on end trying to tell you people that this role-playing bum is garbage. This is where we're at in the NBA community. We're having conversations about undrafted role-playing bums. Not the superstars. No, the role players. This is diabolical. It really truly is. I feel like Allen Iverson. We're not talking about the game. We're talking about practice. We're not talking about LeBron. We're talking about Aston. We're talking about Aston. Aston. Not the GOAT. We're talking about Aston. Aston? Aston. This is what we're talking about, chat. Aston. Yo, like I said, I don't know where we've went. I don't know where we've went in the NBA community, man. I don't know where this has went. This has went to a place that I just couldn't have never imagined. You wouldn't catch me dead 15 years ago in high school gossiping or arguing about Mo Williams or Boobie Gibson right? J.J. Hickson, Zydrunas Ilgauskas, Anderson Varejao. Nobody gave a fuck about them niggas, dog. Nobody cared about Boobie Gibson, gang. You new NBA fan, y'all are pathetic. Y'all really care about role player. Nigga, do you think I give a fuck about Aston Reeves, nigga? Y'all care about role players now, gang. Incredible stuff, man. Niggas is fighting to keep a role player. We just reacted to a video earlier. You got Trevor Lane up here talking about paying LeBron isn't the best course of action. So we're not going to pay the superstar, but we're going to pay who? Aston? That's a better decision? These niggas is insane. You niggas are insane. Phone lines are open, folks. I'm done, man. I'm done with my little rant. I can't take you people anymore, man. How much evidence do I got to present to you guys before you guys just realize this boy is buns? How many graphics do I got to show you? How many playoff series do we need to get swept before y'all just finally all realize the boy is ass? Like, literally, we created an ass chart to further illustrate to you people how ass he is. And y'all still ain't getting it. He had one good game. I think it was what, game 2? And he went from full-blown ass and we bumped him up to cheeks. Come on, gang. Now the series is over. He's right back to where he belongs. FBA. Full-blown ass. It's incredible, man. And now y'all talking about paying his FBA ass, his full-blown ass self, a raise. Nigga don't deserve a raise, gang. And that's just me being fair. I don't feel like I'm being disingenuous. You know, I don't feel like I'm being unfair to him. You know, I mean, I just genuinely don't feel like he deserves a raise. I think he needs to take a pay cut. Honestly. And that's the funny part. The whole season, y'all were saying LeBron is going to be the one to take a pay cut. No. Aston is going to be the one to take a pay cut. He is the one that needs to take the pay cut. He's not better than LeBron. He'll never be better than LeBron. That's just the reality. And the quicker you guys realize that, the better off you're going to be as a fan base. We got BKNY. What's going on, man?
Yo, Reggie, what's good? You can hear me?
Yeah, what's going on, man?
A long time, bro. What's good? What's good with you, man?
What's going on, man?
Oh,
How you
man,
been?
listen,
How you been?
I'm chilling, man. Don't be sending Austin Reeves over to Brooklyn, man. Nah. No way.
That's what BKNY, I'm glad you called in because you're a Brooklyn Nets content creator. Y'all be sure to go check out BKNY Hoops. And yeah, I'm glad you called in because the reports are going around, and I've been saying this. I'm like, I don't know why Chicago or Brooklyn would want him. Like, just because a team has cap space doesn't mean they're just going to sign a dude just because he's a free agent, you know?
Exactly.
So, like, yeah, give us your thoughts on that. What, as a Brooklyn Nets content creator, how do you feel about Aston potentially coming to your team?
Nah, like you said, like it was the same thing. I did so many videos on Cam Thomas, right? And I predicted, like, for the last 2 years, he's going to be out of the NBA and in China. He's going to be in China, man, because it's the same thing. Like Austin Reeves, you saw him. I was watching the playoffs, man, between OKC and the Lakers, and the amount of missed shots. Like when he misses that many shots, it's essentially like a turnover, man. Because how many times, Reggie, you seen like him miss shots and then the team goes on fast breaks and get easy buckets, man? How many times you seen that? You got to be efficient, man. He just doesn't really hit shots.
No, he literally BKNY. He literally will straight up pass the other team the ball.
Yeah,
seriously. Like, I have so many clips from that OKC series where he was just literally throwing the ball to Alex Caruso. And, yeah, I mean, I can show you one clip, BKNY. This was one of the ones that we were dying laughing at. Let me show you this one. Yeah, some people were sending people were sending me these clips too, BKNY. I mean, he'll literally just pass the ball. Let me show you this one. You can see the screen, BKNY?
No. I got actually. Oh no, I see it now. Yep, I see it. Yeah. I got it. Wow. And you see what I'm saying? You turn the ball over, you miss shots, and just look how quickly they get down and just get a fast break, man. And the pace today, like, it's the fastest. I've been watching the NBA for like the past 32 years. This is like the fastest pace I've ever seen. And when you miss shots or you turn the ball over, he's trying to do too much, man.
Exactly.
And
somebody that's like a fan of the show. His name is Unforgiving Sounds, and he coined this dude a wild white boar. And ever since he called him that, I can't unsee it. In this clip in particular, BKNY, he really does look like a wild animal out here. Like he's like, seriously, like he's just out of control. He's just out of control, man. Like he can't control himself. And then he literally passes the ball directly to Alex Caruso, and this leads to a wide open dunk by SGA.
Yeah, and this is
how
like,
can you win like this?
You can't. That's what I'm saying. Taking care of the basketball, especially in today's NBA, is so critical because I've been watching the playoffs. I've seen this type of scenario happen over and over and over again, man. You turn the ball over or you miss a shot, they get a fast break bucket over here, man. Look at this, man. Trying to do too much.
Chet stole.
Reggie, he's playing for a contract. This is contract basketball.
Now, let's analyze this clip in particular, BKNY. Now, if you look at Aston once again, he's completely out of control.
Yeah.
Chet doesn't even it's like he fell face first to the ground. Like look at this play. You would think you would think, right? Somebody pushes him from the back or something. The way he just falls face first to the ground. He's completely out of control, right? Like he's just a goofy out there. And once again, another turnover. He just gave the ball to Chet. Like he's a terrorist. Like seriously, he's a terrorist. Like I'm not even trolling. Like I saw something on social media the other day. So apparently there was this like lady in California. She was like a spy, but she was the mayor of like a small city in California. I think it was Arcadia, California, and she got arrested because they found out she's actually a spy working for the Chinese government.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of them around the country, man. Yep.
Exactly. That's what I think Aston's a spy, man. Like there's just no way, dude. We can't beat
he's trying to create space over here. He's trying to get
and he fell face first to the ground.
Yeah. If he doesn't try Reggie, if he doesn't try to create this space, like Chet Holmgren is actually going to block his shot. So he's trying to bump him and move him so he can try to get a high percentage look off, but just Chet doesn't fall for it, man. Or he just bounces right off of him. Like, how can you can't move Chet Holmgren? Like he's like a twig out there, man. It's not like it's Paolo Banchero you're trying to move, but like Chet Holmgren, like he can't move him. So he tries to put the forearm in there. He's trying to create space, but nope.
Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, BKNY. Shout out to Chairman Mo with the $5 super chat. Appreciate you, man.
Austin Reeves, foul baiter.
He said the Nets owner Joe Tsai, one of the founders of Alibaba, will send Reeves to the CBA Zhejiang Guangshang Lions after 5 games. That's funny, man. But yeah, BKNY, like I said, and this is just only 2 clips, right? But what I think happened here, BKNY, is Chet pulled the chair out from underneath him. Like he was he was trying to use Chet's body to hold himself upright. And then Chet just kind of kept backing up, and the dude fell on the floor, and Chet snatched the ball from him like a little baby.
And
it's
he had him backpedaling right here. Just do it, like pull up for like a little 15-foot shot off the glass, man. Like trying to go into Chet. I mean, that's just not smart right there. Again, like see in that scenario, Austin Reeves is playing contract basketball, not winning basketball. He's trying to get his numbers up so he can justify a max deal, man. That's the problem right there. There's a difference between playing winning basketball and contract basketball.
Yeah, we got somebody else on the line. All right, who's this? Yo, who is this? Duck, what do you got? All right, get off the show. But yeah, you see this video right here, BKNY. Like, I noticed this watching the series. Every single time OKC needed a bucket, especially in that game 4, because that was really the most competitive game in the whole series. But every time they needed a bucket, they just simply attacked Aston. That was their most favorable matchup, you know?
Yep.
So it's just like, not only does he turn the ball over, not only is he, bricking shots and passing the ball to the other team, in the half court sets, he's the guy that they're attacking.
See,
so it's just like,
if he can do one out of two things good on defense, I mean, I'll take it. But like, he can't guard quicker guys, right? I mean, like laterally, he can't stay with guys. And then like bigger physical guys, he can't guard those guys either, man. So he's just and then like in terms of shot making and like efficiency, he's just not. What value? He doesn't do any of that. I mean, he's just horrible defensively. He's like probably one of the worst. Reed Shepherd can actually play better defense than him, man. I mean, he's horrible, man. Horrible.
So you don't want him on your Nets?
No. I'm just gonna do a show on it too. I want you to actually come on as a guest, man, and just because you're the expert on Austin Reeves, because there's gonna be people in my audience that's gonna say, "Oh, we need Austin Reeves," so I want you to kind of like explain and break it down to my audience and just
yeah. Let me know when you do it, but yeah, we got Marine Gamer in the chat. He says they knew he was coming back to play contract basketball. That's why they shouldn't have let him come back.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I'd be hearing these guys. I listened to the Colin Cowherd show, and then there was like Jason Timpf, I think, one of the guests he had on. And you got to pay Austin. You got to pay him. And like, no, you don't have to pay him. I mean, you don't have to pay him. Like, what are you talking about?
Exactly. Like they're pushing a narrative for him, and I don't understand why. Like I heard Tim McMahon. He was on Get Up, and he was like, "Come on, guys, don't get cute. Pay Austin Reeves." I'm like, what are you talking about? Don't get cute. Like, what are you talking about? The nigga sucks.
Exactly. He's trash.
And then BKNY, they already offered him a deal last summer.
Mm-hmm.
He turned it down.
Yeah, like you said, he tried to bother himself though. But
he's the 2026. He's the 2026 Dennis Schroeder, and we're supposed to feel sorry for him. No, nobody feels sorry for Dennis Schroeder. You turned down the contract. Like, that's your dumbass fault.
Yeah, you see a lot of content creators and then people in the media. Oh, you got to pay Austin, and somebody's going to want Austin Reeves or the Chicago, or they were talking about Atlanta. Atlanta needs him. I was like, no, he's a liability in the playoffs. I mean, what are people watching the games? I was like, I don't understand it.
Yeah, they're just pushing prop. Like I said, until I see an offer be made, BKNY, I don't believe none of that stuff they be talking about, bro. Yeah. Like these Laker media, all they do is they just like they just push narratives that aren't even really true half the time.
Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, they put out some story yesterday or 2 days ago talking about, oh, Luka doesn't want Austin to be included in any Giannis package. It's like, what?
Yeah, I saw that story. I saw that article. Yeah,
like,
I saw that. That's right.
Who believes that? You're telling me if you're Luka and you have the opportunity to get Giannis Antetokounmpo, you're gonna go to the front office and be like, yeah, don't do that so we can keep Austin. Like, come on, bro. Like, people are just insane.
Now, see, if Giannis comes to the Lakers, then the ball has to be in Giannis's hands pretty much. It's not going to be in Luka's hands. I mean, that's the only reason why I can actually say, because you don't want like Giannis playing off the basketball. He puts too much pressure on the rim, like too much pressure on the defense. Like he's good at it, where Luka kind of like strangulates the offense somewhat. So like if Giannis does come to the Lakers, like Luka has to play off the ball, man. You can't put Giannis off the basketball. That's like trying to say put Shaq off the basketball. You know, if Giannis is actually healthy. No, the ball has to be in Giannis's hands pretty much.
Yeah, Giannis is already, like, that's why I say it's a fake story anyway, because Giannis has already made it clear he doesn't want to come to the West Coast or to LA.
Yeah.
So they're still pushing this. Oh, we're gonna make a run at Giannis. Giannis he doesn't want to be here.
Yeah.
So I don't believe the story anyway. But I just brought it up to show you.
No,
like,
I saw that story. I saw it.
Yeah,
I saw it.
it's all fake stories, man. That's all these people do. Yeah, they're working in conjunction with Aston's agent. They're trying to get their commission. So I get it.
Yeah, what you're saying is actually 1,000%. It has to be, because it's like he has to be getting paid from either Austin Reeves or his agent or something, because I'm like, dude, this dude is garbage, man. Like, I'm trying to figure out, like, what team can Austin Reeves go to and say, hey, we're going to run our offense through you? I mean, there's just so many teams around the NBA. I'm trying to think. Like, I was doing the same thing with Cam Thomas. Like what team can you put Cam Thomas on and say, hey, we're going to run our offense through you. We're going to want you to be our guy. I mean, I don't see it in Austin Reeves. Nowhere in the NBA. I don't see it. The Knicks, Boston don't need him.
Bro, Austin Reeves is at best, if you're serious about putting together a winning team, at best, he's a bench player. Like, yeah. I don't even believe he's a starter, because the only positions you can play him are at the 2, really.
He's not even a good shooter, though. You got to shoot.
That's what I'm saying. So he's not even really a starter. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. He's a shooting guard that can't shoot.
Yeah.
So it's like, you're not going to put him at the 3, the 4, the 5. He's not a point guard. Okay, so let's say he goes to Charlotte. He's not going to play over Con Knuckle. He wouldn't play over LaMelo.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to figure out a place in the league that can, like, where he can start and say, hey, we're going to run our offense through you. I mean, there's nowhere around the league. Maybe Brooklyn, because they don't really have nothing over there. But
even if he went to Brooklyn without anybody over there, really, it's still not going to be a winning formula.
Nope.
You're not going to win with him doing that.
No, you're not.
You're going to be in the same position. So, I mean, I don't see the point in even entertaining that idea. I mean, you guys got a better player than him, Michael Porter Jr. I mean, and it didn't change anything.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I mean, Austin would be I'd rather just, I wouldn't. If I'm Brooklyn, I wouldn't want him. If I'm Chicago, I wouldn't want him. Because they didn't try this before. They didn't brought in Caruso. They didn't brought in Josh Giddey. Like, they didn't brought in guards before. None of it's worked.
Yeah.
So why would you overpay for him? It don't make sense.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense either. And that's how I was like I was so right on the Cam Thomas situation, where everybody was saying, even Gilbert Arenas, I'm surprised. What? Cam Thomas is out of the league? I said, are y'all guys stupid or something like that? Like, seriously, I mean, y'all don't know basketball? Y'all don't study the game or anything like that? Like I just, nowhere around the league I can see where Austin Reeves, because he, like, the way he plays, he can't play off the basketball. He needs the ball in his hands, and like, he's not good at it though. That's the thing. He's not good, and I don't see anywhere. No, I don't see San Antonio. No, I don't see anything. I don't see anywhere.
We got Rui in the chat. I've already said this, dude. He's worth between a vet minimum and a mid-level exception. And that's being realistic, BKNY, because D'Lo last year, he signed with Dallas. 2 years, $12 million. That's $6 million a season. That's what the market is. People talking about, that's not, he's going to make $40 million because that's what the market dictates. No, it doesn't. That's because y'all only want to compare him to like the high end guys making that amount. What about the guys like Cam Thomas took a qualifying offer?
Yeah.
What about D'Lo?
And I don't think he's even worth that. Cam Thomas wasn't even worth that. And
that's what I'm saying.
So like I was crazy. And I'm like, well, I was right, because he's out of the league, and we'll see him with the Shanghai Sharks next year.
Exactly. So once again, and D'Lo's been an all-star. D'Lo's led a team to the playoffs.
Yep.
D'Lo was the second pick in the draft. Yeah. And he signed last year at 29 years old for 2 years, $12 million. That's $6 million a season. That's the market for an unathletic, ball dominant, non-defending guard in the NBA that's pushing 30. That's the market.
Who was that dude on the OKC Thunder that's making $3 million a year and he's actually producing for them? What's the guy's name?
AJ Mitchell.
Yeah, AJ Mitchell. Yeah. So I mean, I don't know how you can look at him and then you say, "Hey, I want to pay Austin Reeves $40 million." Man, that's crazy.
It's absurd.
Crazy. It is, man. It is. Like I said, it's one thing. He can't guard anybody, man. I mean, everybody has career nights on him. I would say it's the same thing with Nick Claxton on our watch. They was talking about Nick Claxton coming to the Lakers, and I did so many videos on Nick Claxton. I was like, he can't guard power forwards. He can't guard centers. He can't score against power forwards or centers. And he's essentially really a small forward, but he doesn't have any small forward skills, like no ball handling, no shooting, no passing. He doesn't belong in the league, man. I mean, we have to be real about this, man. I don't. It's like I don't get. Man, you're right. It's propaganda. It's like maybe there's a race component to it. That's the only thing I can really see too, man.
Yeah, that's what it is. I mean, he's a white boy. They're looking for a white savior, and because I've noticed, like, when it comes to like Austin, for example, like if this would have been D'Lo, like nobody would be like defending him. Like I remember when D'Lo was on the team, nobody defended D'Lo.
Nope.
Like everybody was pretty much in agreement, like, okay, this dude needs to go at some point. Nobody was sitting here defending the dude, right? Especially the white dudes. They weren't defending D'Lo, but it's like you can clearly see, like, oh, okay, you guys are going real hard to defend Ashton. Like, what's the difference? He's a white D'Lo. What's the difference? Like, it's the same result every year. He can't defend. He can't shoot in the playoffs. Like, what's the difference between him and D'Lo? It's the same thing. But no, they want to say
when they target and pick on him. I mean, that means you gotta send help every single time, and then that leaves these 3-point shooters wide open, and that's another thing. He has slow feet. He can't even scramble and get to shooters. I forgot to even add that and run them off the 3-point line, man. I mean, he's slow to get. Like you see how good these 3-point shooters are, man. You got to get out there quick. You got like 1.3 seconds to get out there and run these guys off the 3-point line. He doesn't even do that. He's just too slow. So like 3 bad things. He can't move his feet laterally. Like bigger physical guys, he can't hold his own. And then the 3-point shooting, he can't guard that either, man. He can't guard the 3-point line. So I mean, it's horrible, man. It's horrible.
Exactly. I'm glad as a Brooklyn Nets fan you called in and you let these people know that even y'all don't want him. That's funny.
I don't want him, man. I'm gonna do a show on him, man. I think sometime next week, though. I just want you. I want you to come on and as a guest, and then like, and just because people think I'll be crazy. I'm bugging and like, oh, you just hating and you're so negative, and I'm like, all right. I mean, that's just somebody they can hear it from someone else's ears too. That actually is a Laker fan and covers the Lakers pretty.
Oh
much.
No. Yeah, I've turned in my Laker card.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Only LeBron. Yeah.
LeBron fans.
Yeah, only LeBron. So if LeBron leaves, I'm out. You know what I mean? I won't be covering this shit anymore. You know what I mean? So
yeah. But the Lakers, I mean, the Lakers are like they do get a lot of like clicks, pretty much. I mean, the Lakers are like a big
because of LeBron. Like if LeBron wasn't here, nobody would really care. Like because I used to live in LA, and like before LeBron showed up, I'm telling you, but nobody was talking about Lonzo and Brandon Ingram and that whole wave they had over there. Like it wasn't even a thing. And then once LeBron came, well, I'm not gonna lie. When LeVar Ball, remember when LeVar Ball had his wave?
Yeah.
So like they kind of had like a little bit of like a 15-minute minute of fame. Yeah. So like I remember I did tune into like that first Laker game when Lonzo was there. But then he got his ass beat by Patrick Beverly. And I was kind of out on Lonzo after that game. I was like, oh yeah, this nigga's soft. He don't want it. But yeah, after that little 15-minute LeVar Ball wave, nobody cared. And then the following year, once LeBron came, then that's when the whole NBA world came. Now you're combining the Laker brand with LeBron. It's a match made in heaven. But I think if LeBron were to leave, I mean, I don't see it being the same.
I look at the SEO numbers on the Warriors, man. The Warriors get a lot of clicks. So him and Steph Curry teaming up together, it will be definitely incredible storyline, man. I mean, you put LeBron at the point. I mean, there's not too many guys that like can match up to him at that point guard position. So you got to send help because look, like, let's say if you had what's that dude on Dasco Jenkins on Detroit, and you got him at the point guard, and LeBron is at the point guard. You got to send help every single time, and then yeah, it would be definitely an upgrade over what the Lakers actually have, man. Because Rob Pelinka just failed LeBron James, man. He's probably one of the worst general managers. He wasn't even a GM. He wasn't even like a scout or anything like that. He had no experience, even just like evaluating talent. I don't know why they hired him. That's crazy, man. I don't get it, man. Yeah, I think it's between him and Sean Marks is probably like the worst NBA general managers I've ever seen. Because how can you look at where the league is actually going? You see the league in the last 5 years is how it's changing, and then you want to sign Austin Reeves, you get Luka Doncic over here. No, man, you need athleticism, man, defense, and they fail. Hopefully LeBron James leaves. I think he's probably waiting on this Austin Reeves situation. What do you think, man? Like he's waiting on this Austin Reeves situation. If they sign him, I think he'll just leave. Said LeBron is too old to run point. Yeah, I'm not saying you run him like 82 games, but like definitely in the playoffs, I'm putting him at the point guard position.
Yeah, I think LeBron is going to be the priority. BKNY. But yeah, man, good call though, BKNY. I'm about to get up out of here though, man. You got any final thoughts though?
No, just I'll let you know. I'll hit you up on Twitter, and
yeah, just hit me up.
I'll let you know when I do the show, and I'll let you know the time and everything, and set it up.
All right, bro. Sounds good.
All right.
Appreciate you, BKNY.
No problem. All
right, bro. Peace. Yeah, folks. Shout out to BKNY, man. Even Brooklyn Nets fans don't want this bump, man. You know, even Brooklyn Nets fans don't want Aston. Like, for what? You know. So yeah, we just gotta wait and see what's gonna transpire. But yeah, San Antonio Spurs, folks, you're not beating. If you think you're going to build a team around Luka and Reeves and you're going to go beat a team like the Spurs, folks, you're going to get smoked by 50. Seriously. I mean, how many points did they beat Minnesota by? Let me see. Give me 1 second, chat. Yeah, they smoked Minnesota by 30. So what Laker fans, what do you think they would do to y'all? They would have whooped y'all asses by 50 tonight. No bullshit. Y'all would have got smoked by 50. They would have set a record whooping y'all ass. So like I said, chat, that's all I got on this one, man. The Spurs are clearly showing us, the Spurs and OKC, that there's just levels to this. You know, we're not on that tier yet. We're just not. We can get there, but it's gonna have to start with these two dudes on the screen. We gotta get rid of them completely. That's the only way. You know, people talking about, but Luka got to the finals. Yeah, but he lost though. And that was before Wembanyama arrived. And that was before OKC took that next step. You know, they didn't have Hartenstein, I don't believe, that season. Did they have Hartenstein in 2024? I don't know if they had Hartenstein, Caruso. They didn't have McCain. So, you know, they didn't have AJ Mitchell, I don't believe. So they've just gotten way better. So we got to stop this notion, Luka already beat them. They've improved. They've gotten better. So have the Spurs. Spurs are improved. They're better now. So, like I said, ladies and gentlemen, it's over with for the Lakers, man. If you don't trade these white boys, it's going to be just year after year of you guys getting swept. So, like I said, you know, do what you guys want to do. I know Mark Walter ain't going to stand for that shit. So, like I said, maybe Genie and Rob Pelinka would have, but Mark Walter, I don't believe Mark Walter is going to sit by and just, you know, watch these dudes get clapped every single year. We got MJ. He says, yeah, they didn't have AJ, Hartenstein, Caruso, or McCain. That's what I thought. So yeah, they've completely improved their roster while the Lakers keep, you know, pandering to Aston. So, like I said, it's a delusional franchise and a delusional fan base, but it is what it is, folks. I got to get up out of here, man. Y'all do me a favor and drop a like on the video. Shout out to Chairman Mo, the Tethernator, and Tal Assassin for the super chats. I will catch you guys On the next one, folks. I'm out, man. Peace.
You lucky I'm not single. I would take your girl. That's what would happen. Don't make me come to your live and start throwing super chats at her.
So, babe, I'm so in love. Babe, I miss you.
You lucky I'm not single. I would take your girl. That's what would happen. Don't make me come to your live and start throwing super chats at her.
I want to get back everything because it means so much to me.
You don't notice most of the people in your comments are a bunch of racists who just hate LeBron because of his politics. Doesn't bother you at all. Ayo, bro. SMD, my nigga.
Just a here for me. Even though I broke your heart a million times.
You heard? SMD. You heard me? SMD. Straight up and down, dog. SMD. Nigga, I said it. You bitch-ass LeBron James fans.
It's not a victory till the day I finally make you mine.
You bitch-ass LeBron James fans. You bitch-ass LeBron James fans. LeBron fans.
You had bitch-ass Suzette. His bitch-ass. Talking about, oh, man, you know, Dreamers Pro, he bugging. Where you at, Suzette? Where you at? With your bitch-ass, where you at? Where you at? Where you at, Suzette? I tried to rock with you, but then I realized you was a sucker. Do you know how I know you're a sucker, Suzette? Because you were making fun jokes about, Charles is living in a tree. He's Nigerian, and he's living in a tree, and he's living in a tree, and he's living in a hut, and blah, 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 blah. Making all of these racist jokes, right? Making all of these racist jokes. Then I asked Suzette, where are you from? He goes, I'm born in New York. No, where's your family from? But they're from Haiti. But then invite somebody on his show from the Caribbean that has a Caribbean accent and starts making fun of the person with a Caribbean accent.
Nope.
That's like me inviting an African on, or not African, a Ghanaian or a Nigerian or whoever, a West African on this show and start laughing at his accent. That's how bitch-ass Suzette is.
It's the ones that smoke blunts with ya, see your picture. Now they want to grab their guns and come and get
laughing
ya.
at somebody with an accent from the islands, but his family's from the islands.
I don't give a fuck about you or your crew. What you gonna do when Big Papa comes
You ask
for
me who
you?
that is, that's my daughter, Suzette. He's not even my son, that's my daughter. For those of y'all who know, you know. That's not my son, he's my daughter, Suzette. He's not even man enough to be my son, he's my daughter, Suzette.